Right lads and man, it's Kebab here. Europe, you guys have heard of it, right? A place famous for this, and this. There's a constant argument over which is better, the US or Europe. America has Hollywood, Las Vegas, a flag on the moon. Europe is the centre of art, has football. It's football, not soccer. And colours.
PEGI 12.
PEGI, the idiots who decided Connected Ventures was for 12 and up. Created in 2003, these guys are the European version of the ESRB, an organisation loved by approximately no one in America, so as you can guess in Europe, it's kind of 50-50. Before PEGI, it was the responsibility of each individual European country to rate their own games. Here in Ireland, we had the Irish Film Classification Office, an organisation famous for only ever banning one game, Manhunt 2, before quickly unbanning it a few months later. We're not exactly a country known for being consistent. The idea of PEGI was, of course, as we usually do here, stolen from the Americans. A uniform board to make decisions on what ratings should be given to individual games. As with the ESRB, a demo of the game is sent to PEGI to receive one of 5 ratings. Aged 3 and up, 7 and up, 12s, 16s and 18s, with some countries like Portugal and Finland having slight variations. The designs for these have changed slightly over the years, at first being pretty similar to its US counterpart, but in 2009 receiving a facelift to include 3 separate colours to help distinguish between the different ratings. Ages 3 and 7 were both given green, signifying that they're generally acceptable for all audiences, orange for 12s and 16s to signify the more teen-oriented content, and red for 18 to show that it includes content only suitable for adults. To me, these ratings make a lot more sense than those given by the ESRB, clearly outlining the suitable age, rather than just the loose rules of something like teen. What do they know about maturity? I discovered sex in a dictionary when I was 10. PEGI have multiple different areas on which they determine what rating a game receives. Violence is obviously the prime factor, with a game receiving at least a 7's rating for it, usually cartoonish, with more extreme violence getting a higher rating. Sex, drugs and bad language receive a 12's at the very least, with the nature of each impacting its final rating, and discrimination receives an instant 18's. However, there are a couple of weird ones here. Gambling can receive as low as a 12, which very much confuses me, seeing as you have to be 18 to gamble in basically every EU country, except Greece because why not? Fear is another confusing one, only applying to 7's games that may include content that scares younger audiences. But I mean, who's to say I don't get scared playing Captain Toad? And here lies one of the big problems with PEGI. A lot of the ratings just don't make sense, either breaking their own rules or a lack of uniformity. Like, why is Mario Galaxy, Sunshine and 64 all rated 3, yet 3D All-Stars, a collection of all 3, is rated 7's? Just before some of you ask, no, 3 times 3 is not 7. Battlefield was a series that consistently received 16's ratings, until Battlefield 4 decided to ruin my 2013 Christmas. Call of Duty usually receives an 18's, right? But World at War, the most violent one of the lot, yeah, we'll give that a 15's. So, why is this 15's not 16's? I haven't done the research yet, so I'll let other me answer that question. The UK didn't join PEGI until 2012, and because a lot of Irish and UK game stores share stock, if you collect in Ireland, your copy of Modern Warfare could be by PEGI, and your copy of Modern Warfare 2 isn't. This also means half your spines are more fucked up than half the people on Twitter. That was a bad example. Another problem arises due to this difference in rating boards. See, I could walk into a store as a 15-year-old and not be able to pick out the PEGI copy of World at War, but then walk in and buy the UK copy with no problem. You see the problem here? See, PEGI's rules aren't really enforced, at least in Ireland. I can walk into one store and not buy a game, yet get sold in the next, regardless of what age I actually am. Of course, the biggest loophole of all is digital games, which don't ask at all for age verification, meaning as long as you have money in your account, you can become the proud owner of Left 4 Dead 2. PEGI does its job. It does indeed stop kids from buying games they probably shouldn't be exposed to. But that doesn't mean their parents won't buy it for them. PEGI is more there for advice. At the end of the day, it's the responsibility of an adult to decide what media their child can and can't consume. But what's the point? You'll still blame the game publisher when you find out what Duke Nukem is actually about.